Gravity Falls gave us some of the most unhinged villains in animation history, and villains have aura. Well, they should at least, which is why I'm ranking 21 Gravity Falls villains by how much aura they actually have. The 3 criteria for aura I'm using. First, the drip. Does your design go hard, or do you look like somebody's aunt? Second, fear factor. Does the hero's confidence leave the chat? And third, the bonus column. Villain song, iconic quotes, death scene, anything that adds to the overall package. Some of these villains have it, some are in aura debt so deep they'll never recover. Let's start at the bottom. And trust me, some of your favorites are about to get cooked. 2 ghosts haunting a convenience store, that's already sad, but the real crime, they got defeated by a 12-year-old doing the Lambie dance.
Well, who wants a lammy, lammy, lammy? I do!
Brother, you're supernatural beings, you have powers beyond human comprehension, and you lost to that aura? Non-existent. They're in aura debt for eternity. These are the tiny people from the mini golf episode. They've been having beef with each other for centuries. Over what? Which hole is the best? Mini golf beef. That's not villain behavior. That's petty neighbor beef. They tried to kill Mabel and Pacifica over a putt-putt dispute. I can't take you seriously. Next. Time traveler from the future. Sounds cool, right? Wrong. This man gets more pathetic every time he opens his mouth.
Yeah, neon green is good. This is a good color for me. It's fear.
He had access to time travel and still couldn't get a W. The twins bullied him so hard he got arrested by his own employers. Twice. FBI agents sent to investigate Gravity Falls. They got outsmarted by children, multiple times. The government really sent their finest and they came back with nothing. Taxpayer money well spent. Gideon's dad, corrupt car salesman, enabled his psycho son's entire villain arc and did nothing to stop it. He's not scary, he's not intimidating, he's just there, sweating, smiling, being weird. Creepy? Sure. Aura? Absolutely not. Half man, half bull, full toxic masculinity. These guys live in a cave doing bench presses and questioning each other's manhood.
Man!
They pressured Dipper into almost killing an innocent creature just to prove he was manly. And then when Bill showed up during Weirdmageddon, they ran, they hid, gym bros who skipped the actually being brave workout. Aura revoked. Made entirely of rejected candy. That's actually kind of tragic. Nobody wanted him, not even kids on Halloween. He threatened to eat children if they didn't collect 500 pieces of candy. Scary, kinda. But then Suze just ate him, and he was happy about it.
Dude, you want some of this?
He died fulfilled. That's not villain energy, that's therapy. Mean girls, but make it horse. They gaslit Mabel into thinking she wasn't pure of heart just for fun.
What are you gonna do about it? Huh? What are you gonna do?
Evil? Sure, but their whole vibe is high school bully who peaks at 17. Not scary, just annoying. Mabel literally punched one in the face and they backed down immediately. Paper aura. Video game character who came to life and beat the absolute brakes off Dipper. Okay, that's hard. But he's not really a villain. He was just doing what he was programmed to do. And in Weirdmageddon, he helped the good guys. Respect the design, respect the hands. But he's too much of a himbo to rank higher. The OG villains of the show. First episode, set the tone. They kidnapped Mabel to make her their queen. Hundreds of tiny men forming a giant monster. That's creative villainy, but then they lost to a leaf blower. A leaf blower.
I'll get you back for this!
Can't recover from that. Sorry, Jeff. Emo teenager who used a subliminal message in a song to mind control Wendy into dating him. Brother, that's not game, that's a felony.
And Robbie, you can probably figure him out.
He's pathetic, manipulative, and his jeans are too tight. But I'll give him this. He committed to the bit. Low aura, but at least he tried. A giant baby who controls all of time. That sentence alone should go crazy. And visually, he's intimidating, massive, floating throne, army of time cops, but then he opens his mouth and sounds like a baby, because he is one. Bill Cipher vaporized him in 2 seconds during Weirdmageddon. Didn't even flinch. Time Baby had all the ingredients but couldn't cook. A secret cult that erases people's memories so they forget the weird stuff in Gravity Falls. That's actually terrifying. They've been doing it for years. The concept? Elite? The execution? Bunch of guys in robes who got taken down by teenagers and an old man who couldn't remember his own name.
My name is Fiddleford Hadron McGucket.
Cult energy with zero cult follow-through. Had the lore, fumbled the aura. Started as Mabel's rival. Rich, mean, thought she was better than everyone. Classic antagonist setup. But then she got character development, started helping the twins. Became likable?
I need your help.
You're the worst.
Look, I respect growth, but you can't rank high on a villain list if you switch teams halfway through. Or are points deducted for redemption. Pacifica's dad, old money, treats his daughter like property, made a deal with a ghost and then tried to weasel out of it.
Oh no, it's happening.
He's hateable, but that's all he is. He just yells, schemes, and loses. No iconic moments, no drip, just rich guy energy without the intimidation factor. Evil? Yes. Aura? Meh. Spider-Woman who seduces men and then eats them. She's been doing this for decades, maybe centuries.
Oh yeah, right.
Design goes hard. Concept is nightmare fuel. She almost got Stan, and Stan doesn't get got easily. But one episode. That's it. One appearance, and we never see her again. She could have been elite if they gave her more time. Wasted potential. Unhinged dating sim girlfriend who became obsessed with Suze. And when he tried to leave her for a real girl, she tried to kill him. She murdered her own developers, plural. She can possess any electronic device. She chased Suze through a Chuck E. Cheese nightmare and tried to download his brain into her game. Forever. This episode came out before Doki Doki Literature Club. Giffany walked so Monica could run. Design, iconic. Creepy cute anime girl with yandere energy. Fear factor? She made a kids show feel like a horror game. And that speech about how real girls are unpredictable?
Real girls are unpredictable. They judge you.
Bro, that's cold. That's calculated. That's aura. The ghost of a lumberjack who was betrayed by the Northwest family 150 years ago. They promised to let the common folk into their mansion. They lied, so he cursed them.
My revenge shall have its day!
Ah, the Grim Reaper! I've been wondering when you would arrive. Ah!
This man turns people into wood, not kills them. Turns them into wooden statues while they're still conscious. And he watches. He doesn't care. When Pacifica finally opened the gates, he stopped. But before that, he was about to turn everyone at the party into a forest. No remorse, no hesitation. Old money villain energy done right. Preston could never. Okay, this thing is genuinely terrifying. Created by Ford, locked in a cryogenic prison because it was too dangerous. It can transform into anything it sees, and it uses that power to psychologically torment you.
Should I be one or the other? How about both?
It turned into a screaming Mabel Dipper hybrid just to freak them out. It knew exactly what would hurt the most, and before it got frozen again, it warned Dipper that his search for answers would lead to a fate worse than he could imagine. And then, it transformed into a screaming Dipper and said,
"This will be the last form you ever take!"
In a Disney show, that's not villain behavior, that's psychological warfare. S-tier monster design, S-tier horror moments, elite. 9 years old. This kid had a whole town fooled. He ran a psychic scam, manipulated everyone with his cute persona, and when things didn't go his way, he tried to murder Dipper multiple times.
Steel yourself, Gideon. You can use them.
He summoned Bill Cipher. He stole the Mystery Shack. He went to prison and came out running the place. A child running a prison?
Comedian's unappreciated in his time!
Okay, Stats, you're making me blush.
His design goes hard. That white pompadour is iconic. His voice actor ate. And his villain arc, across both seasons? Consistent menace. He only stopped being evil because Bill was worse. That's not redemption. That's knowing when you're outclassed. Tiny body, massive aura. Was there ever any doubt? A triangle. A floating one-eyed triangle with a top hat and a bow tie. That shouldn't work. That should be goofy. But somehow, it's the most terrifying villain in Disney animation history. Bill destroyed his entire home dimension. Trillions of beings. Gone. Because he was bored. He manipulated Ford for years. Possessed Dipper's body for fun. Made deals with literally everyone and always came out on top. And when he finally got into our dimension, Weirdmageddon, he turned the sky into chaos. He turned people to stone. He had a throne made of frozen human bodies. He partied while reality collapsed around him. His design is iconic. His voice is iconic. Reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Buy is permanently burned into our brains. And even when he lost, he went out speaking backwards, hiding a message for fans to decode. Bill Cipher doesn't have aura. Bill Cipher is aura. The blueprint, the standard, the GOAT. But you could boost your own aura if you hit that subscribe button. Anyway, see you next time.